EA Sports, it's in the game. Boom! He put a big hit on him, and he lets it fall out of his hands.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn pussy Chirac, Southside, C12 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the richest, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boy stocks on the rise, Charlie. This flex know they ready. See, we went on the ride nobody with. We the ones who started with it. Translation: Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it. That's how you know we lit. Grrr.
Trust, me taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Take drop with your leash. Where's the love in the streets? Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when we ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful that people they hear me. Try broke Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cutscene, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, but we call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them no get the same. Me and them no get the same. For I die, they gon' know who the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only got for the money bags. And I don't really wanna be famous, man. You know what's up. You know what's up. You know pretend. You know the lie. We don't be gang. You know what's up.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the New Orleans Saints. One of these teams will be right back here in 2 weeks for Super Bowl 58 as we are underway from New Orleans. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Here's Walker to start the drive. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes, they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time, he uses quickness to make a play.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, Fields. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. This is taken at the 23. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. That's to the tight end, Davidson. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Open man is Davidson, the tight end. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Mahomes going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. What a catch by Pittman. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Another run here with Dobbins. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Cards are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other, the front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And he'll send the tight end in motion left. And here we go on 4th down. Fields escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. And that was just a good job there of being mobile and creating something.
Being able to extend a play and get people open or buy yourself more time to run with the football, that's a really nice job there.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Fields. Flushed out right. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
On 1st down, Fields delivers another one to Pierce. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Coming up on 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And that will be incomplete. That seemed to be a run-pass option, but when you're going downfield like that, was it designed to be that way?
It certainly was, because what you're trying to do is draw people up with the fake inside, and hopefully people can run past them downfield. But in any event, I like the aggressiveness taking the shot.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Fields hit and the ball is loose. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Saints are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
Flush to his right. He's got a man, complete. The 30. 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyler Lockett, 92 yards. And the Saints have struck first in this NFC title game. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
To the air again, Fields. There's Chris Olave. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The Cardinals on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On 4th down, Fields eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. It was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Mahomes' throw here taken in by Ingram. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. Past the 20. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up, and then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Throwing now is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Leaping, and he makes the grab. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Cardinals force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. There's 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked them off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Throwing again on second down. Fields. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now a first down throw. Fields. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. Throwing again is Fields. Escaping the pressure right. He completes it to Olave. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Gay knocks this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Pulls it in at the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And this is good for a first down. His second grab of this NFC Championship bout. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Cards are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted, a loss of a full 6 yards. To throw again on second down. Fields steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Flushed out right. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the Saints will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket trying to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And, partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes, throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 16. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Connecting here with Pittman on the out route. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Mahomes quickly complete out wide. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Pittman from 6 yards away. And the Saints have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game. Let's go on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Daddy.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more, but this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And going right back to Walker. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try for the first with Walker. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They snap it to Fields. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. Down the right sideline. Touchdown! Kadarius Toney, 51 yards. And the Cardinals have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 17-14.
From now on, that's how you throw, Daddy.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Back now here live in New Orleans. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And now here is another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He's got him in, complete. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Cardinals. Kadarius Toney, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cardinals use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession, gigantic. Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands of Pittman here. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Dobbins running out of the gun. Finding room at midfield. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Dobbins. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Mahomes now to throw. And Ingram hauls it in. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Dobbins. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyler Lockett with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the fourth quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Fields. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Here's Fields. Got an open man. It's Olave. Touchdown, Cardinals. Chris Olave, 68 yards. And the Cardinals get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Chase Young in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Mahomes will throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Mahomes. He hits his target, Lockett. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And the Cardinals have got it. So that should just about put an end to this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. The Cardinals are headed for the Super Bowl as we sign off here and say goodnight, everybody.